Yo, what's good? It's your boy, the Dark Cloak Dead Man, aka Vince. This is my first video, first off, so welcome to the channel, guys. This is gonna be a channel more so for anime topics, anime news, I guess, if I really feel like it. More so, I want to cover like chapters and stuff like that, but I feel like I should just, start it off easy. You know what I'm saying? Just give them, and I don't know if easy is the right word because this one's gonna be long, but we're gonna go through like all my manga collection right now. As you can see, the bookshelf behind me is like empty right now, so we got some manga to look at. And before I hop into the video, if you guys want to leave a like, that'd be great. That'd help me out. I know that much. You can also subscribe, hit the notification bell so you get notified whenever I drop content, because I do have some interesting ideas I'm gonna try. I'm gonna break these YouTube boundaries. You know what I'm saying? Do some crazy stuff here. And also, you can comment down below. Let me know what you think. Let me know about your manga collection. Let me know what mangas you want me to cover on a week-to-week basis. Anything like that. But we're gonna go ahead and just get right into it. So I'm kind of gonna break this video up, and I'm gonna leave timestamps down below. I'm kind of gonna break this video up into different sections depending on how many of like so the first section of the video is going to be all the mangas that I only have like one volume of. Then it's going to go 2, then it's going to go 3, then it's going to go 4, and then once we pass that point, it's just going to be sectioned off by like specific manga, because then the mangas just have so many volumes in their own right. Like literally after I get to the manga, I have a bunch of different mangas that I only have one volume. I have like 2 different ones that I have 2 volumes, 3 with 3 volumes, which is ironic. And then I have like 4 volumes of like 2 different mangas. Then afterwards is just like each manga after that, like the number just like varies. So it's just like we're gonna go ahead and hop straight in. The first volume I'm gonna talk about is this isn't even Japanese. This is Cantonese, and this is the volume 2 of Yu Yu Hakusho. I can't read Cantonese. I literally, so we went to the bookstore. It's called jeez, that boy Kuwabara looking. Nah, that's not Kuwabara. That's just some other ugly motherfucker. Nah, that's definitely Kuwabara. That boy is built ugly as fuck. That's crazy. Anyway, I just kind of scooped this one because we went to a bookstore called Anime Paradiseu. We went to a bookstore and they had a bunch of books on the shelf, and they were just donating books. If you bought a book, they would. Oh, why did my music stop? Oh, hold on. I know why my music stopped. Because that was the last song of the playlist. There we go. But literally, they were donating books that were on the counter if you bought a book. So I don't remember what I bought, but this book came for free. So I just picked it up. I thought it was cool. I thought it was original Japanese, and I'm trying to learn Japanese. I mean, there is kanji in here, but I looked it up. It says that this is Cantonese for sure. So it's whatever. I thought it was just like a fun little pickup. Next up, we have the Fully Cooley Omnibus. If y'all don't know what Fully Cooley is, I do recommend that you watch it. I watched it as a kid, and the main character is a kid. His name is Naota, and he's not necessarily living in the shadow of his older brother, but I mean, his older brother left Japan and went to America to become like a baseball star. Literally, there's like this girl named Mamimi who was in love with her older brother, and when he left, I guess he just kind of kicked her to the curb, and she always pulls up on the younger bro like he's his older brother. And it's a show I feel like very well touches on adult concepts, but touches on it from a perspective of a child, which is why I feel like if you're not a kid and you're watching this, it's just like there are some adult themes, like I said. But it's like watching this as a kid gave me a much greater appreciation for it. Like I recently rewatched this like earlier this year, and even still to this day I like it. And I have a homie who we tried to put on to it, and he said that it makes him fall asleep. So I felt disrespected for sure, no doubt. But I mean, fuck it, it is what it is. Fully Cooley's fire. It's only 7 episodes long, a very short manga. So this omnibus is legit like it, and definitely the art style is fire. And I'm not gonna go open it up. I'm not gonna go opening up the mangas and kind of like going over them by page. You know what I'm saying? But definitely give Fully Cooley a watch. You don't necessarily have to read it. I feel like the anime does a very good job. Next up we have, oh boy, we have Kaguya-sama Love is War Volume 1. Now, I only have volume 1 because I can't find volume 2, and I like to buy my volumes in order. And then there are some special exceptions where it's just like, I like the show so much, say I'm on Amazon, or say I'm out shopping with the boys, you know what I'm saying? Which didn't even sound like a correct sentence. I'm out, not shopping, literally manga shopping. That's the shopping we do. Manga shopping, collectible shopping, all that. We're a bunch of dorks. It's okay, though. Literally, when I'm out with the guys, and I find, like, mangas that are just kind of like, I love them, and I'm just like, oh man, I don't know another time I'm going to be able to get a chance to like grab this, so I'm going to just grab this now. That's the type of shopping I do, right, for manga. But this one I just bought off of Amazon, I'm pretty sure. And Kaguya-sama, I had started it because I don't know. I had saw Toradora, and I was like, once I saw Toradora, like it was low key like building up within me. I kind of just fell down that slice of life / like romance anime rom-com shit, like down that hole. And I thought Toradora was the best romance manga I saw, rom-com, right? Then I read this, or then I watched this. I watched the first 2 seasons, and instantly after watching the first 2 seasons, I went and started reading the manga. Now, I'm not the type that usually, I like to watch anime. It's a beautiful experience. Now, I'm more so into reading manga now, but like back then, for me to read a manga, I had to watch an anime, and I had to be like super just like, oh, I gotta know. Like the last time I watched anime and read a manga right after was Demon Slayer, and the time before that was like Seven Deadly Sins. So it's like once every blue moon I do that, right? I watched Kaguya-sama, and instantly I was like, yo, I gotta read this. And I caught up in the manga, great time. And we forget, right? Even though this is a rom-com, this is still a shonen jump. This is a shonen jump right here, right? So it is still directed towards a young male audience, because she's not the main character. She is the main waifu of the series, correct? But Miyuki is more so the main character. Miyuki Shirogane. And they're honestly more like main characters together, because the story's about them, really. But the stuff that's happening in the manga right now is starting to get like some shonen vibes to it, because it's about to go down. That's all I'm gonna say. It's about to go down. It's just crazy. It's just crazy the way that they they crafted the story. So definitely crazy. This is Final Fantasy Type 0. I went to... Oh, no. I got my first anime loot crate, and my only anime loot crate so far. And I remember I got an All Might shirt. I got a figure from Ruby, even though I don't like Ruby at all. And I just thought that the scythe looked cool. I got some fruit basket pins, and then I got this manga. I thought it was really cool because I've always thought Final Fantasy was a very cool franchise, but I had never played Final Fantasy as a kid. I played Kingdom Hearts, which I know is not like not really that much of a comparison because they're not the same thing. But it's like, it's still a Square Enix game, and like I fuck with Kingdom Hearts. I feel like mechanically I would fuck with Final Fantasy. I need to get into it and stop slacking, but definitely I need to give this a read for sure though. I was just kind of like, oh, that's crazy, that's cool. Just kind of put it on the shelf. Next up, we have My Hero Volume 27, which is the volume, well, I'm not going to spoil it just in case people who are watching this are not to this point. You can kind of assume what happens from the cover of the volume. That's all I'm going to say. My Hero, when it first dropped, it's still very good. I liked My Hero quite a bit when it first dropped. Definitely it fell off for me a little bit. I feel like when shows take a little too long to release the secondary season, I'm just like, okay. But literally, My Hero is still good. I like it quite a bit. I just picked up, I don't remember, I think, okay, so a lot of these ones that I have like randomly are just because I had them on pre-order on Amazon, because I was like, oh, that's nice. You can pre-order it. They charge you whenever the book drops. It's only $10 a book. So I'll just pre-order and shit like crazy. That was like one of my phases when I started like really collecting manga. That was like one of my phases. Just all right, pre-order. Then I kind of had to dial it back because I was just like, one, I don't have enough space on my bookshelf right now. I need a new bookshelf. Two, I don't even necessarily like love all these mangas on like the same level. Next up we have Dragon Ball Super Volume 12. This is another pre-order scenario. I'm not even like caught up in the manga for Dragon Ball Super. I did watch the Battle of Gods movie. I watched the Resurrection F movie, but very long ago, very roughly, so I need to go back through that again. But the cover looks nice. I like how they're posted up right here. Like I said, this is another pre-order situation. I'm more a fan of Dragon Ball Z. And I'm pretty sure a lot of people are like that, right? That's not so crazy to believe, but Super still is crazy for sure. I feel like the anime adaptation, it's not the best adaptation, but it's still good. It's still decent. Suikoden. I had never heard of this. I was at Second and Charles, and Second and Charles is like a godly manga shop. If you know what Second and Charles is, or if there's a Second and Charles near you, and you were wondering like, should I go? Is it worth it? Yes, 1,000,000%. It is absolutely worth it. There's literally the closest one to me is an hour away, and when I want to go, I go. It's a good shop. Shit, me and one of my coworkers were talking about taking a 3-hour trip to the city, another city nearby, just so we can go to the other Second and Charles and see how they're looking, right? But Suikoden, I'm pretty sure my homie said it's based off of a video game. And for some reason, when Second and Charles has like a super old manga, a vintage manga, it won't even be like super expensive. It'll be like $4. Anywhere from like, it could be like $2.50, anywhere from like $2.50 to like $5. And like I was just like, oh okay. I mean, I'm collecting manga, and it's just like, fuck it, who cares? Picked up, scooped. You know what I'm saying? Then we have now this one. This one is crazy, right? So autofocus, maybe, please. There we go. Literally, so do y'all, I hope y'all would know who Tite Kubo is. If you like anime, you gotta know who Tite Kubo is, bro. Like Jujutsu Kaisen is a very popular series from this generation. I feel like Tite Kubo, the creator of Bleach, I feel like he introduced those kind of vibes into anime, right? Cause literally you had like, and I'm not even gonna go into the history of like anime right now. That's not my job right now. Plus, I still need to do more research on that because I'm only 22. Anime's been around for much longer than I've been alive. But literally, I feel like Bleach definitely was the originator of the Jujutsu Kaisen vibes. You know, the edgy, just like the dark, heavy vibes. I feel like Bleach was the originator of that. And Bleach is a very dark like series, but it's just that the time slot it had on TV in Japan made it so that a lot of it had to be censored. So Bleach is actually coming back pretty soon. Very excited about that. Bleach is one of my top 3. And people are gonna argue with me on that, bro. I do not care. I do not care about your opinion. This is my opinion versus yours. When in a battle of my opinion versus yours has your opinion ever mattered in my life? You know what I'm saying? And it's just like, I'm not trying to say that to be rude. I'm just saying and this is for anybody. Like what you like, enjoy what you enjoy, to each their own, right? So Bleach is one of my top 3. I'm not arguing that with anybody. I don't care what argument you have to make. Simple as that. Now, I recently figured out this year that Tite Kubo did a few one-shots before Bleach. That's the typical case too. That's the typical case. A lot of mangaka do like one-shots before they get their like big break on their series, right? So the manga before not the manga before Bleach, but like one of the one-shots before Bleach was called Zombie Powder, and I went to Second and Charles, the godly shop, right? And somehow I was lucky enough to find volume 2. Now there's only 4 volumes to this, so we are 25% complete with the collection here, right? But I found volume 2 of Zombie Powder, and when you look through it, man, you can tell, like, first of all, look at him. He looks like a Bleach character, like drip design and all. And then you look at the back, she looks like a hold up, can't even get it to focus on. Well, just take my word for it, bro. She looks like a Bleach character. You can kind of see it. You can kind of tell, like, she definitely looks like a Bleach character. I've not read it yet. I'm waiting until I get all 4 of the physical volumes so I can like read it. That's like my accomplishment for collecting all of it. But definitely give Zombie Powder a look. You can read it online for free. I'm just a hard ass, and I want to get the whole volume. I want to get all the volumes. Next up, I remember this show from childhood actually, and it never got an anime adaptation. But it's like, I'm pretty sure that it's like, and this one I'm going to talk about just a little bit because I'm just like, this one's super old. And if you know about it, you probably have already read it. If you don't know about it, then it's probably just a relic from like the Stone Age that I'm about to put you onto. But it's called Siren, right? And pretty much the way Siren is, I'm pretty sure like the main character is like this dude with like black hair. I can't remember his name, but Matsuri? Is his name Matsuri, or is that just like a random character that they're about to talk about this chapter? Anyway, oh wait, I can see right here. His name is Agiha Yoshina. That's the main character. And I'm pretty sure he gets cast into this like secondary world that's like everybody has like psychic abilities, and I think everybody's psychic abilities manifest in different ways. Imagine Fire Force, but with psychic powers. Not Fire Force exactly, but just how in Fire Force everybody's everybody's power stems from fire. In this, everybody's power stems from like psychic ability, psionic ability, but I think it just manifests in different ways, and there are different people who have different varying degrees of power. You know how shonen goes, bro. But Siren Volume 2 never got the anime adaptation, which kind of sad. I was interested. That's probably one of the first mangas I actually read, because I knew about that show, and when I saw it, I was like, oh, I remember that. But then I looked up and I was like, it never had an anime adaptation, so I had to be reading it when I was younger. I definitely was reading it. Oh, I probably found the manga in like the library or something like that, because they used to put manga in the library before they realized manga was like stupid, like, what's the word I'm looking for? Not kid friendly. Some mangas are, but some aren't. There's a lot of like violence and shit like that. All right, I already know I'm gonna get judged for this one. I literally, like I just said, I don't care. To each their own. We got volume 1 of Don't Toy With Me, Miss Nagatoro. This, I remember my homies had told me about it, and I was like, what the fuck is that? And I watched it, and I was like, yo, this show's got, like, these shows, the characters are like, literally in the first volume you're reading, and one of the people, or the author, the mangaka, is like, yo, these characters, sorry, my characters are a bit quirky, but I hope you like it. I'm just like, yo, the characters are quirky. I'm not a psychology major, nothing like that. But like literally, I love studying like people. When you study people, you learn so much. You learn so much more studying people than you do talking to them. And then you kind of walk up and talk to them, and it just kind of fills in the gaps of information, right? And there's nothing I love more in a story than like characters with like personality, and like each one of these characters have like a lot of personality. And if you read to the latest volumes of Nagatoro, it's funny because the shoe is on the other foot. For those of you who are reading this, you know exactly what I mean. For those of you who are not reading this, I'm not going to explain what I mean. But I mean, you can kind of assume it's a girl on the cover. You can already assume it's probably like a little rom-com, another rom-com, right? So when I say the shoe's on the other foot, you can kind of assume what's going on, right? Then this is the last manga that I only have one volume for. It is Rent a Girlfriend. I'm very much into like I said, like shonen was definitely what I came up on, but I like slice of lives. I like the little rom-coms, all that, right? And this one's funny, right? Because I was looking at it and I was like, bro, this is probably the dumbest shit on this earth. Who would do this? This sounded like Tinder with extra steps, right? I was like, yo, Rent a Girlfriend? What the fuck is this? Then my homie was like, yo, I watched that. It's pretty good, bro. I was like, okay. Cause like, I was like, yo, my homie says it's good. I got it. Cause my homies are a cut above. You know what I'm saying? We're not on no stupid shit. We don't look at dumb like anime, dumb manga, right? We are enlightened individuals. We are enlightened otaku, otaku united, EOU, right? That's gonna be the new thing. But literally, I started watching it, and I was watching the first. I always go into the episode, you know, with the side eye, like skeptical, like, Then I started watching it, and I got to the end of the first season, right? Because there's only one season right now, I believe. Got to the end of that first season, and I was like, damn, this shit is fire. And I was just sitting there like, wow, that's crazy. My whole analysis before I even looked at this has been debunked and like switched around. And now I'm over here happy about it. I'm just like, yo, this is fire. I'm not gonna get into. I'm trying to like. Some of them, I just get so excited about them when I talk about them. I kind of go into the story, but a lot of these I'm going to try to not go into the story, because if you want to watch it, and you can also consider this to be like a anime or a manga recommendation list. But definitely check out Rent a Girlfriend. It's so good, and I'm waiting on the second season. I just need to come back. It turned into a very nice story, and that last episode is going to have you like, bruh, that boy in there. You definitely got to peep that one. That's it for the one volume manga that I have. We're gonna move over to like the mangas that I have like 2 volumes. This is gonna be a very short portion, right? There's only 2 manga that I have 2 volumes. So I don't know if y'all know about this or remember this, or like if y'all watched it as a kid, but like, bro, Zatch Bell is like There are like puppets. I'm pretty sure they're fighting in like a tournament. Each puppet comes with like a book. Basically, each puppet comes with like an instruction manual, and you can unlock new powers in the book and unlock new attacks for your puppet. And it's like a whole tournament, I'm pretty sure. And I can't even remember the main character's name. Obviously, the little puppet's name is Zach. Oh, okay, his name is Kyo Takamine. Oh, his dad sent him Zach. That's what it was. And like from there, like just a whole bunch of shit goes on. And this one's like, honestly, a lot of old heads see this one and they're just like, oh, bro, you don't know what you got right now. And I'm just like, whoa, buddy, whoa, Buster, you calm it down there, my boy, because I know exactly what the fuck I'm holding on to, brother. I was born in 1999, but I feel like I'm knowledgeable. I'm not gonna sit here and act like I'm some history teacher for like the 90s, because like I wasn't even alive. I'm not about to front. That's just crazy. That's how you get instantly disintegrated. But I know some shit. Don't sleep on me, bro. Don't sleep on Dark Cloak Deadman. Don't do that. But yeah, Zatch Bell is pretty good. And these were low-key, I think these were 2. Yeah. So I'm gonna get to it in a moment here, but like there were 2. When I started my collection, I literally found these 2 Zatch Bell books, and then I found the first 2 volumes of Bleach. So I had 1 and 2 of Zatch Bell, 1 and 2 of Bleach, and I was like, oh, that's crazy, bro. That's crazy. I got a scoop. The other show I have 2 volumes for is actually, gotta see the time here, is actually Chainsaw Man. So I like Chainsaw Man. I had read the first like chapter, and I didn't continue on afterwards. And it's not because I thought it was bad. It's because I don't know. Shit just comes up in life. Sometimes you start a manga and you're like, oh, this is fire, and then you just forget about it. You don't come back to it. And everybody's been telling me to read Chainsaw Man, but now I'm just kind of like, yeah, I might let this anime drop, because this anime looks like it's about to be animated just like Jujutsu Kaisen. We all know Jujutsu Kaisen is fucking gorgeous. It looks like it's gonna be animated just like Jujutsu Kaisen. So I think I'm just gonna wait for the first season of the anime to drop first, so I can experience the story in that way, and then I'm gonna continue to read from where I left off. But I did see that Chainsaw Man is supposed to be having like parts to it, like kind of reminiscent of JoJo's. So like part 1 is done, part 2 will be back at some point. That's what I've heard. This is all hearsay right now. But I have volume 1, and then I found volume 1 in the manga shop, and they were doing like a little sale on manga, and my homie bought like, it was like buy 3 get 1 free or something like that, and my homie paid for like the 3 manga, and we just kind of cashed out him for each book the books that we took. Then you have volume 4, another pre-order situation, because like I said, I've only read chapter 1, so I don't even know what happens in this volume right here. From what I remember meeting this dude, he's a dickhead. From what I remember, if I'm remembering correctly. That is it for the 2 volume manga. Next up, we have the manga that I own 3 volumes for. So, right here, right? This one's a classic. I remember, it's recently got a remake. First off, I remember watching this as a kid, and it was just so confusing for me. And now I've learned that when I was a kid, I think they followed the first 20 episodes were like manga content. Then I think they kind of did their own thing, and that's crazy. It's crazy to learn that a lot of like studios have done that with the animes. With like they start off with the manga, and they kind of just do whatever they want. Because I feel like that's like that's stupid. You're just cheating. You're cheating the viewers a full experience of the actual story. Because when people see that, and they like, bro, for instance, Soul Eater, right? Soul Eater was a good anime, but at the end of Soul Eater, it was just like, I couldn't follow, because none of that happened in the manga, and I was just sitting there like, huh? And it's like, in Fire Force right now, the same creator of Fire Force is the creator of Soul Eater. And there are a lot of Easter eggs for Soul Eater in Fire Force, and it's basically the same universe. It's all but confirmed at this point. It's the same universe, really. Same moons, some same characters, like just a whole bunch of shit, right? And literally, it's like I was confused on them Easter eggs, because like from the anime, I was just like, huh, what's going on here? That's crazy that this is the same universe. But you read the manga, the Easter eggs make a lot more sense. So definitely, this one right here, I realized I didn't even show the manga yet, and I started talking about Soul Eater. It's Shaman King. It's Shaman King. I was gonna start singing the old intro, but it's not worth it right now. But like, yeah, no, Shaman King's a little interesting concept. I feel like I was more so attracted to it conceptually, than like for the fighting and stuff like that. Cause like just the concept of what it means to be a shaman in this show, and like the vibe of Yo Asakura, not to mention how dripped he is on every single cover. Like somebody get this man a runway so he can do the Louis Vuitton walk. What is happening with this kid right now? But no, Shaman King's another like oldie, another classic, but it's just like that's just a collector's item, I feel like. So I just had to pick up on that one. Then we have Bleach. Bleach. Gotta love that Bleach. Like I said, Bleach, I feel like is the originator of them edgy vibe. Not even the originator. There, like I said, there are animes before Bleach, before my time, that I do not know about, that I need to get my research done on, that I need to watch. But for me, personally, somebody born in 1999, watching anime since I was like age 6, I look at Jujutsu Kaisen. I love Jujutsu Kaisen. But I'm just like, y'all can't sleep on the fact that, like, this like the predecessor, bro. This like the predecessor right here. The main character in Jujutsu Kaisen and Bleach, they're both built different. Like, and Ichigo's definitely not built as different as Yuji, but like back then when anime was simpler, being built different meant something a lot less. You know what I'm saying? Like nowadays, being built different, Yuji's built different in the sense that like he's ridiculously strong. He has this natural ability to just kill motherfuckers. He's like, and you see him train on how to use curse energy, but you never see him train in hand-to-hand combat. Yet every fight Yuji pops up in, he just has more and more hands. Oh wait, he's trained in it starts with like a T, I think. But it's like martial arts specializing in kicks, I'm pretty sure. So never mind, I capped on that. But like Ichigo is like, plus the pink hair, right? He has the crazy pink hair. Ichigo has the crazy orange hair. Ichigo was built different. He could see spirits. He literally was like not scared of anybody. He'll fight motherfuckers. He was 15, bodying delinquents on the street because they were doing stupid shit. You know what I'm saying? So Ichigo was built different for sure. And like you learn later on in the story that Yuji was kind of like, Yuji kind of had that W from birth. He was bound to win. Ichigo, you get later in the Bleach, you realize like Ichigo was just a W from birth too, just like all the shit that he was like blessed with. We have volumes 1 and 2 because like I said, I found those with Ash Bell. You got Ichigo right here with the little bit of sauce on him. It feels like with Bleach though, there's just like an extra level of like care, extra level of like love this man Kubo has put into the series, because like everybody's so stylish, you know. Ichigo pops up in a different outfit every time. A lot of animes don't do that. Like everybody has like different outfits. Everybody's just like saucy and shit like that. The intros and outros, like the music is beautiful. The soundtrack for Bleach is like crazy. Just like everything is just intense about Bleach, right? Then we got volume 2 with top tier waifu Rukia herself. Then I have volume 49 randomly just because this cover is fire. And is this the start of Execution? Actually, I believe so. I believe it is. I feel like it is. This is a point where Ichigo had just lost his powers, and he was trying to still protect his friends, but his like normal life was just kind of mundane, he felt like. And then literally he gets like a new job. Yeah, he gets a new job, and his boss is like this super baddie MILF. And like Ichigo is just kind of living the dream at the moment, but he's not satisfied with the MILF. He's not satisfied with the mommy milkers, and he's like, yo, I want to start fighting motherfuckers again, man. Like, he's like, you bad, but like, I'm sorry. I'm not here to pipe. I only got eyes for one shawty, and her mommy milkers are bigger than yours, and she's not even a mommy yet. But next up we have the first 3 volumes of Hunter x Hunter, aka Hiatus x Hiatus. Hunter x Hunter is a great series. A lot of people argue that it's like one of the greats. I cannot give it one of the greats. One of the greats, yes, I can give it. But like the greatest, I cannot give. I absolutely cannot, because it's not done yet. That's not fair to all the other mangas that have like endings and the authors put their heart, blood, and tears into like. Because like the mangaka process is not easy. It's the lifestyle is not easy. It's very taxing. It requires a lot. I've watched videos on it. I hear things about different mangaka all the time that have like top selling series. It's not an easy lifestyle. So to say that Hunter x Hunter is like the best, and I understand that Tagashi has his own things that he's going through. Definitely he is one of those mangaka that are going through a lot of shit. But he still hasn't finished. A lot of other people have finished. There are a lot of other shows that are like better than this. This is not the best thing since sliced bread. It's very good though. I like the characters quite a bit. I like the direction the story took. I need to read the manga because I watched the anime and I kind of been holding off on reading the manga. I started reading the manga and then I like stopped for a little bit. But like I'm definitely gonna get back into it because like I said, I'm trying to do like manga reviews and stuff like that. But That's what it's gonna be for Hunter x Hunter, man. I hope that man Tagashi can get better as soon as possible. Not because I want the manga to finish, but because it sucks to be in like that state of health for prolonged periods of time. It sucks to be in that state of health for like a short period of time. So for prolonged periods, it's definitely not fun. And I know it's not. So pray for my man Tagashi, and if you don't believe in God, then send him positive energy or do whatever you can. It doesn't matter what you believe. Everybody has energy to him. Definitely send the vibes that man's way. That man is a god. That man is a god, and I will take no less in a description for him. Okay, this one is gonna be this. Oh, now we're talking about the manga series that I have four different volumes for. Right here, this is called Whistle. It's a soccer anime. I'm gonna be honest, I know nothing about this, but when there's a bookstore called the Reading Corner near where I live, and literally they'll have manga there for like a pretty decent price. These 4 books together were like $8. So I was like, oh, okay, $8, $2 a book, I'll pick it up. Plus, I'm trying to have like the archive in the future. I'm trying to have my own place. I'm trying to have a big like room. You remember the library from Avatar where the big ass, where that creepy ass owl was? I'm trying to have a collection like that. Just like walls of bookshelves, just kind of filled up with manga. That's the goal I'm like going for, just so like in the future when my kids want to get into that, they can. And if they don't want to get into that, their options always there. You know what I'm saying? And I'm always gonna read manga. It doesn't matter if I have kids or not. I'm always gonna be on this. So it's just like might as well let your space reflect your interest. Next one we have up here is Yu Yu Hakusho, another series by the god himself, Yoshihiro Tagashi. Now, I recently rewatched Yu Yu Hakusho, and man, I love that shit, bro. Yusuke, a god. Kuwabara, a solid dude. Hiei, a god. Kurama, solid dude. I feel like Hiei and Yusuke are much more interesting than Kurama and Kuwabara, but they're all a lovely cast of characters. Keiko's great. Kuwabara's older sister. Botan, the secret main character of Yu Yu Hakusho, Botan, that boy Koenma. Like, honestly, I love the cast of Yu Yu Hakusho. I love the story. I love the way it was crafted. I feel like the last arc was a little, like, after the Dark Tournament, after the Dark Tournament, I feel like it was kind of like, But even still, the extra, like, the fighting they had after that, like, it was still crazy. No. Not after the Dark Tournament. I'm capping. After the arc with Shinobu. The arc with Shinobu was like a real Bleach situation where Ichigo had to fight Genjo, the original substitute Soul Reaper. Like, that man Yusuke had to fight like the original Spirit Detective type of situation. And honestly, that boy Shinsui was cracked. Absolutely cracked. If Yusuke didn't have that Mazaku blood in him, Yusuke definitely would have been clapped. Alright, guys. Now we are beyond the point where I have different we're beyond that point where I have different volumes, different manga that have the same number of volumes. All of these are like differing in number, and I low-key, I guess I should start with this one because this one actually has 5 volumes right here. All right, so I have a 3-watch rule. 3 times I watch an anime, and if I don't like it by the 3rd time, I never will. I absolutely never will, because I know how I can be, and I know how I try to do some things sometimes, but I'm not fully invested. No. This one passed the 3-time rule. Checked with flying colors, bro. When I tell you that JoJo's Bizarre Adventure is so gas, bro. Just the way the story is crafted, it's crazy, right? Because sometimes I feel like we get, it's like sometimes I get caught up in the uniformity of it all. Like every manga is like different, but some of them they follow like a same scheme sometimes. The story can be very similar, and it's just like JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, bro. Like it's literally just that. It's the most bizarre shit you'll like read, but it's just like the way that things are crafted. It's like he's building you a universe, Araki, our God and Savior, Araki. And like, just so you know, like, I have, Manga in Theory and Practice by Hirohiko Araki, a book on creating manga by the GOAT himself, right? So, literally, it's just crazy the situations that you come across in this series, because you're just like, bro, how did that even happen? But it's like, you think about it in JoJo's Bizarre Adventures universe, and you're just like, yo, it's crazy, because this perfectly doesn't make a lick of sense, which makes it make all the sense here. It's phenomenal how he does it, because you're just like, bro, what? And then you're just like, nah, that checks out. That checks out. You just kind of learn to accept it. You're just like, in JoJo's, he writes his stories in a way that you could look up you can look up individual pieces of information, but I feel like it's like a, let me just read the whole story and figure out what's really going on, because it's just like, bro, he crafts the story in a way that you must read. Let's switch to something more upbeat. Okay, that's cool. He crafts the story in a way where you're just like, all right, bro, I just need to read this so I can fully understand what's going on, because right now I'm not getting it. Like, I tried to look up the end of part 7. I didn't get it. Now I know that I'm gonna have to read it. And then somebody else looked it up. My other homie who loves JoJo's, he looks it up. He doesn't understand it. He tries to explain it. I'm just like, yeah, bro, you lost me at, okay. That's when you lost me, because I'm just like, bro, I'm just gonna have to read it. Like, I looked at Stone Ocean's ending, because Stone Ocean's about to come out, and I didn't want to read it, but I looked at the ending, and then I read it. Funny story, Stone Ocean is my favorite part. Stone Ocean is my favorite part. A lot of people say that, like, it's beat, just because, like, but it's the fact that it's so beat is what I love, because every other part you just have, like, you have these strong masculine characters who can just, like, body anybody, just physical brute force, whatever. They're just like badass dudes, delinquents, you know. Even when their stand isn't working out, they can just sock a motherfucker, and it's like, it's good, right? Then you get to part 5, and it's like, it got a lot more feminine, no doubt. They weren't just big, brawny dudes just punching each other anymore, like, but when you look at it, Giorno's stand was very crafty. It fit, like, every situation Giorno was in, his stand fit perfectly. So it just felt, so Giorno definitely was just cracked. His enemies were just not ready for him. Plus, that boy's determination was something else. When he start that speech up, I, Giorno Giovanna, have a dream. Just know, like, you're about to get power scaled. You're about to get plot armored. There's no winning for you at that point. Volume 1, we have all of part 1 right here. I haven't collected part 1 is 3 books, cause okay. Part 1, I think, is like 9 episodes. Part 2 is like 13 episodes, I believe. So part 1 is 3 books. Part 2 is 4 books. I don't remember how many books part 3 is, but part 3 was like the longest part. Not the longest part, but like out of the original 3, part 3 was like the longest part. Cause like the first 3 parts feels like the original saga, you know what I'm saying? Cause like that was all focused on defeating Dio. And part 2, you could say, wasn't mainly focused on defeating Dio, but that was just like an aftermath of what Dio had like started. So they went back and retouched upon it. Then we have volume 1 of part 4. That's because when I went to Second and Charles, that's mainly like the shot. Yo, shout out Second and Charles, bro. Second and Charles, y'all look that up. Y'all go there, bro. Tell them that Dark Cloak Dead Man sent you. And even if they don't know who the fuck I am, that's fine. I don't need them to know who I am. I just want them to know somebody out here is campaigning for them, because they're a wonderful bookstore. But this one was on sale for like $6, I think. And usually the volumes of JoJo's are like $20 each. Or yeah, like $20 each. And like, honestly, when you flip through the pages, there's like nothing wrong with this manga. There's nothing wrong with this book at all. So it's just like, I wonder why they sold it for $6. Maybe just because somebody brought it back and traded it in, like a bozo. Who trades back in JoJo's? Heathen. But you're not a heathen. I appreciate you though, because I got the book first still. And then I have the first part of part 5, because Giorno, funny story, since these books, right? I learned recently that they have regular like manga, like paperback manga, right? But it's just that they only release in Japan, and then in America they release like the hardbacks. And this is the cover of volume 1. This is the cover of volume 2, for part 5 at least. So I thought that was interesting, and it covers just a little bit more. It covers just like a little bit more. Giorno, meaning daytime, buongiorno, good day or hello. But literally, get you a little bit of Italian in, get you a little bit of a. Let me stop opening the books before I start just like reading, and we just forget about the video, right? But definitely JoJo's is gas. It's one of my top 5. I'm gonna save it for another time. I'm not gonna disclose to you where my top 5 it is, because that's, you know, these people like mystery. You gotta stay mysterious, you know what I'm saying? Alright, next up. Remember when I said earlier, like 2 times ago, the last time I read like a manga and then watched the anime and instantly hit the manga? And I'm glad I did it for Seven Deadly, because season 3 was trash. Not trash, but like the animation. But absolute butt cheeks. One of the most important fights in the series, Escanor versus Meliodas. I feel like they got intimidated by the fact that it was like supposed to be like one of the craziest fights, and they just kind of intimidated themselves and made it a lot harder than it needed to be. How did season 1 and 2 have such beautiful production, and then season 3, well, arguably one of the top 5 most important fights in the series was just, I don't know, man. I feel like Seven Deadly Sins gets a lot of disrespect because of that anime season. People don't like to look at the manga, blah blah blah, all this, but it's just like, bro, this story is crazy. You cannot sit here and cap on me and tell me all those characters in the Seven Deadly Sins are not fucking busted, bro. Merlin, cracked. King, cracked. Deanne, Bond, cracked. Meliodas, cracked. Escanor, cracked. Who else? Gother, cracked. Literally, hey, bro. Basically all the members are cracked, bro. Deanne's like whatever, but like she has like, bro, that's the super mommy milker, bro. So it's just like you gotta give her her respect too. Her mommy milker gives her prestige alone. And Elizabeth was busted after they figured out she was a goddess and shit. She not busted, but like she was the support unit on your team. You know what I'm saying? She had a lot of utility to her. I have the first 6 volumes of Seven Deadly right here, and I like how let me. I'm gonna take my time collecting this one because like all the volumes are out. But like if you look right here, all of the manga make like one big picture, which is funny because, oh man, this isn't a full like just kind of like collectibles video. This is just a manga video alone. Because if this is a full collectibles video, it'd be super long. But we're almost done though. Yeah, but I got the first 6 volumes. I think there's like 47 volumes in all. I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to double check that. But I am gonna take my time collecting this one. And when I collect it, I'm going to read it all. But I'm definitely trying to reread it. And because I remember I caught up to the point where Zeldris, Meliodas, and Esterosa were all fighting for the spot of Demon King. And they all had kind of like their own different plans of what they were trying to do. And I read up to that point, then I stopped reading it. And then I saw like bits and pieces of the anime here and there. And I kind of saw more of the story get filled in, more of the gaps. And definitely I'm trying to go back and just like reread it, all of it. Where's my phone? Oh, it's right here. Oh, it said, I lost my phone, guys. Next up, I pick you. Yep. Okay. So you remember how I was talking about Bleach's son, Bleach's descendant, JJK, Jujutsu Kaisen. Oh my God, Jujutsu Kaisen is so good, so good. If you're not reading this, please wake the hell up. Please wake the hell up and read this manga. I swear it is so good. Only 164 chapters in, and I'm having the best time. Now, I have volumes. Let me try to hold this up, right? Yeah, okay. I have volumes 2 through 12, excluding volume 10 right here. Nope, that's the wrong spot. Excluding volume 10 right here. That volume is going to be the one with the cover of Mechamaru. But, like, bro, the covers for this are, like, nuts. Like, I feel like a lot of people were, like, not happy with Fushiguro as a character. I feel like in the first season because he got his ass whooped a lot. But it's like, when you look back on it, he did get his ass whooped a lot. But in a lot of the situations where he was getting his ass whooped, you can tell that he was just holding himself back. Because in a lot of situations, you see him, like, charge up. You see him charge up, like, some crazy shit. And then you're just like, everybody just looking like, oh, he about to let him have it, huh? And then it was crazy. When Todo beat the fuck out of Fushiguro, bro, that man, Panda and Maki pulled up. Panda punches Todo in his face. Maki pulls up and is like, yo, Fushiguro, you okay? And Panda's just like, oh, okay, good. We got here before Fushiguro did something crazy. What? You mean Buddy, who just got hell hooked? For those of you who don't know my terminology, when a clothesline there's a fine line between a clothesline and a lariat. Now, when it goes from a clothesline to a lariat, I don't even call it a lariat anymore. I call it a hell hook. Cause like, you hook your arm, you just swipe a motherfucker, bro. That's a hell hook right there. I don't care. That's a hook straight out of hell. You're not even hitting them with your hand. That's the whole arm in it. That's the whole body in it. This motherfucker got hell hooked. Then Todo thrashed this boy through the buildings. Like, bro, Todo was whipping that boy's ass. I was like, yo, what the fuck? What just happened, bro? I was like, yo, you kind of hot right now, bro. You need to calm down. Y'all was talking. You had a conversation with him, bro. You cried a single tear and just was trying to turn this boy to a lick. I don't know what was going on in Toto's mind, but even after all that, Fushiguro didn't do no crazy shit. Let that sit in. Motherfuckers think Fushiguro is Sasuke. No, sir. No, sir. Fushiguro is like, I'm not even going to compare him to anybody else in the Uchiha clan because Itachi was just too much. I mean, the prodigy of the entire family that's capable of killing everybody, Fushiguro probably does fit that description for his show. And Jujutsu Kaisen feels like the Bleach vibes mixed with like Naruto aspects, mixed like beautifully, crafted in something beautiful, bro. Like Fushiguro, I love this cover because Fushiguro is one of my favorite characters. Nobara, that's a bad bitch right there. You do not talk down on Nobara. Gojo is clearly a god. This right here is my favorite cover, absolutely. This next cover, right, volume 6, the cover is like mojito, bro. Literally, looking at this cover physically makes me sick. I hate like, it doesn't even physically make me sick because of how it looks. Like, yes, because of how it looks, but I hate mojito to the core of my being. If you want to know why, well, watch this first season. That is enough reason. But read the manga. You'll be disgusted with this man's entire existence. Volume 7, that's Chozo. That boy's design is clean. I like his hair. I like the little I was about to say, did they low-key put a spoiler on the cover of this manga? They didn't though. Y'all don't know what I'm talking about, but don't worry about it. Toji Fushiguro. Technically Toji Zenin. This man is a god. Okay. I'm gonna make a video on this. This man is arguably the strongest person in the JJK universe because he's the reason why Gojo is the strongest in the universe. That's all I'm gonna say. If y'all haven't read it, y'all don't know. If y'all have read it, y'all know. This cover's fire with Pseudo Ghetto. That Pseudo Ghetto? Nah, he doesn't have the stitches in his head, but he's already in his monk costume on his evil shit. So I feel like that is Pseudo Ghetto. Nanami the goat. Shout out Nanami. Good cover. This is My Mai. My Mai is a weird character. She just gives me this like discomforting vibe. I don't like how they drew her body. Her body looks like a pastel. Like, it looks like a big ass piece of chalk. I don't know why they drew her body like that. It's kind of gross. But nah, that's definitely fire. Like, JJK is definitely fire. I love JJK. But yeah, like I said, I'm missing volume 10. And I have 2 through 12 missing 10. So that means that I'm missing volume 0 and volume 1. Volume 1 I have ordered on Amazon. It's not in stock yet. When it comes back in stock, it'll be here. And then I'll just be 2 books down. I'll be missing 0 and 10. 10 I think is sold out pretty frequently on Amazon. I think I've gone to different like manga shops and I've caught it like every now and then. But like I didn't buy it because I didn't realize that I didn't have it. Because when you have like this many manga and you don't keep pictures or you don't keep videos like up to date, you kind of forget like which manga you have, and then you're just like, oh, I don't want to buy something that I already have. And like, sure, you can return it, but when you're going to a store that's an hour away, you don't want to drive an hour just for $10. And I'm pretty sure return policies are kind of like have like a limit of how many days you can wait. So it's just like I'm not about to sit here for like centuries and just like not go back and get my money, but at the same time, I'm not trying to waste the money in the first place if I didn't have to. So next up, we have now this is low-key. This is one of my favorites. Like, definitely one of my favorites. I am very into knights. I'm very into like that time era, the medieval era, all that shit. Which is crazy. So I think that animes with wizards alone are like kind of boring. The fighting, it's not one dimensional. The fighting is actually crazy because it's just like Magic has so many applications. Magic definitely has more avenues of battle than regular, just like, you know, hand-to-hand combat. But when you get creative with it, you can do anything with anything. You know what I'm saying? But no, I like the show. That's why I like Seven Deadly so much. Seven Deadly was like knights who enhanced their fighting abilities with magic. And it's the same thing for Black Clover, right? So I can't hold all of these in my hand, you know. Even though I have like some huge ass hands, I literally cannot hold all of these in my hands. But this is volumes. So I have volumes 1 through 9. Then I have volume 14, and then I have volume 24 through 27. Now, 24 through 27, those are all pre-orders. that I got from Amazon, because I canceled a lot of my pre-orders after I realized that I was just buying a bunch of manga just cause. But like Black Clover, I never cancel those pre-orders. I keep they keep coming. Like I got 27 on the 2nd, and I forgot about it. That's the best thing about the pre-orders on Amazon. They come like months apart, but you forget about them, and then like you get them, and it's just like, oh, little surprise present to myself. So, and the interesting part is that the books, the grimoires, are so the manga covers, right? If you look very closely in the background, you can see designs on it. The manga covers are the grimoires of the characters, and then when you look on the back, you can see like a better picture of the grimoire. This one is, I believe, this one is Yuno, because there's a 4-clover leaf on it. That one's Yuno. This one is like Noel, I believe, or either Vengeance. Usually the hint to like whose grimoire it is like it's a character on the on the manga itself. So I'm thinking this one's Noel. I know volume 8 is this one's definitely Fugolian. Who has that blue book? Who has this blue book? You know what? We're not even gonna try to figure out who. Oh, this is Yami's. Is it? No. Yami has the same design, kinda, but that's so odd. Oh yeah. This is Yami's. They just kind of switched the color up on it, but that's like I know for a fact, for certain, you can't really tell right there. But that's the design. That's like the pattern on Yami's grimoire. Then you got Gordon's grimoire next. This one is Lux. This one I looked up and I knew. You can kind of tell because there's like a lightning zigzag on the side of the edges. That one's Lux book. Volume 8 is, or no, Volume 7 is Lux. And then once you get to like Volume 8 and beyond, oh, that's Charmy. Obviously that's Charmy because there's like a fork and a knife on it. Volume 8 is Charmy. Volume 9 is Vanessa because there's a lot of threads on the book. See, that's a nice thing too because when you look, this one's probably Langris because I have not seen Langris's book too much. And I don't recognize this one, but Langris is on the cover. Or is that Zora? It's interesting too when you read manga enough. When you're like invested in a show enough, you can kind of just pick up on the little details like that. I know this one is Zenon's book. I know this one is Dante's, and then this one is Vanika's, and then this one's Nox's grimoire. Yeah. But let me show you some of these covers here because these covers I like the covers quite a bit. That's yeah. I guess for the books with the long. Where I have a hella of them, I'm gonna just show you like the covers. This is like volume 1. This is volume 2. I think by the time volume 2 dropped, this was like when they started up. Literally the chapter that it starts on is called Dungeon. No, so they're still fighting the ice guy. So the dungeon does start in volume 2, which in my opinion is like the jump off point for Black Clover. Like the first part was like slow, then you get to dungeon and you're chilling. You got Asta and Noel here, boot up. You know what I'm saying? This is when the Eye of the Midnight Sun attacks the kingdom. You can kind of tell what's happening just by the cover. Yep. Eye of the Midnight Sun attacks the kingdom. The mysterious terrorist group called itself the Eye of the Midnight Sun. Yep. Eye of the Midnight Sun pulls up in the cave at that village, tries to snatch them kids up. Yami pops up, shows that he's a god, shows that he's just playing a video game and this is an isekai. Then we have, what is this one? Asta and the rest of the Black Bulls were able to survive the Battle of the Midnight Sun. Trouble is just beginning. This is... okay, yep. So this is not the Underwater Temple. This is right before that, when they're training. And then this is when they're fighting Veto in the Underwater Temple. Which is crazy, because I remember when I was first buying this, I think I had like the first 7. And then this one right here, was like sold out for eons, bro. And I know why. It's because that Asta versus Veto fight, it's just... Fighting Veto in general was like crazy, but like when Asta bodied Veto, that's when it was like stupid, bro. This is when Asta's arms get cursed and he has to go to the witch forest to get his shit fixed. This is skipped ahead because I don't have volumes 10 through 13. I need to get on that. This is skipped ahead to when they're doing the Royal Knight selection exam, which is just like a little tournament arc right before they go and attack the Eye of the Midnight Sun. And then I don't have any more after that, directly after that, and then right after that, this is more so the Spade Kingdom shit, which is like crazy, because this volume cover, this is when Asta came back and he was big as fuck, bro, and it was just crazy that they threw that on the cover. It was like an instant, like, bro, look at that cover page, bro, that cover page. Like when I saw this this is another thing that got me into Black Clover. When I saw this cover page on a YouTube video, I was like, oh, yo, I gotta get on that. This motherfucker big now? He big now, bro? He was waxing when he won't big. So, it was whatever. This cover is hard just because you see that boy Yami had that shit on him, that quick draw on him. He was ready to pull up, boy. Don't play with Yami, bro. That boy is all smoke. And Zenon, you got Zenon in the cut back here. That's Vanica. Oh, that's the two generals they had in the Candelo to body Asta that did not work. Then you got volume 27 right here. This is when they lost Vanica. No, what? This is when they lost Lola Pachika to Vanica, and she was holding her hostage in the Heart Kingdom. And then this volume, like I said, I just gotten this on. Oh, no way! Okay, bro. Fun fact. This picture is from a, I don't remember which one, but it's from a popularity poll for Black Clover. And literally, I wish I could blow this up for you, but like, I don't remember where I found the picture, but bro, that picture is so good. Like, I love pictures with anime characters where they have like, just like civilian clothes. Oh, look at that, man. This boy Asta is wearing Timbs, bro. Asta's got Timbs on. He's got that crazy green like Liberace jacket, bro. I love that, bro. That's volume 27. And here's the cover. That boy Noct is one of my favorite characters by far in a way. That's it for Black Clover. We're at an hour now, but luckily this is the last part of the video. Because my manga, like, no matter how much we wish for it to be limitless, you know, things come to an end. So, let me first start by explaining this. I have been a fan of One Piece forever. And literally, it's like crazy that One Piece, the anime started in 1999. I was born in 1999, like I said. So me and One Piece are like the same age. It's just a few months of difference, right? Now, when I was getting into this manga heavy, I was like, oh shit, mangas are usually $10 a book. The omnibuses are $15 a book. So I copped the first 6 omnibuses, right? And I was like, yo, I'm fine with this. All right? First 6 omnibuses, right? Then I was like, for some reason, Oda likes to do things in like threes or something like that. So literally, the volumes in One Piece perfectly divide up into like threes. So the first 12 volumes are all of the East Blue Saga. Then I think it's like the next 9 volumes are all of like Baroque works or something like that. So what's funny is I was collecting these and I had gotten all the way up to the 6th omnibus. So volumes 16 through 18. And this goes all the way up to, where is it? I'm trying to find like the exact point. Okay. Yep. So has Luffy versus Vivi. Okay, so I don't think Luffy's lost a crocodile at this point just yet. Yeah. Luffy hasn't lost a crocodile just yet. So I'm so upset. I bent the back of the book the other day. Like, it's bent back a little bit. I'm so sad. Precious cargo down. But literally, One Piece is just nuts, bro. The characters, the world building, the sensation you get when Luffy bodies a motherfucker. Cause Luffy's dumb as bricks, bro. Dumb as bricks. He just has a really high battle IQ. That's a common theme in shonen protagonists. Very high battle IQ. And it's just like the sensation of reading One Piece is just untouchable, bro. Untouchable. Especially watching it too. Like, just that ride is just so great, so fun. Like, this is one of the only animes that I'll admit I had a more fun time watching just all the way through than Black Clover, because Black Clover was a fun ride. But yeah, after I got to the 6th omnibus, the 7th one was like sold out, and I could never find it, which is funny. I found it in the store the other day. I just didn't pick it up because I'm a dingus. But literally, after that, I looked at my omnibuses and I was like, yo, those omnibuses are fire, right? But the crazy thing is, I instantly just didn't like collecting omnibuses anymore. Because, like, bro, okay, look at this, right? You see on the cover of this, how it's all 3 covers, like, split into, like, thirds. And they're all, like, just side by side, right? What The reason why I stopped wanting to get the like omnibuses is because like, bro, I need the full cover by themselves. Like, bro, right here is just Luffy for volume 1. Right here is Luffy, Nami, and Zoro, bro. Like, they were chilling on that. That's like a nice little start. And this is Romance Dawn, correct? The first chapter is Romance Dawn. Yeah. Yeah. First chapter is Romance Dawn. But, oh, as I drop my books. Then we have Buggy, right? And it's just like, cool. Buggy's not even that cool of a character. This cover is way better because you know Luffy clowned that boy Buggy just by the way he acting all goofy in the like cover, bro. And then this cover, oh my goodness, I absolutely needed to have this. Like, bro, look at Zoro and Luffy, bro. Look at them side by side, bro. That's the gang right there. Luffy with his Gold Roger. Honestly, that's legit the same coat that Gold Roger wears, is it not? But like, no. Definitely, I feel like it's way better to get like the individual covers themselves. Plus, every time you get like a manga, there's like little art on the back. There's like little art on the back of the book and shit too. Oh, that's crazy. I didn't even notice that. Like East Blue Part 1, Luffy has the 1 up. Then he has the 2 up. And then literally he's just like hands out because it's just like, yo, we about to take off with this shit. He said, fuck the 1, 2, 3, bro. We just about to take off, bro. It's all hands on deck. Then I have then I've been collecting some of the Wano ones because the covers are crazy and it's just like I watch One Piece. I've stopped watching for a very long time. Not very long. Okay. I stopped watching for like a year. So that's a long enough time. Maybe a year, maybe not a full year, but I'm like at least like 30 episodes behind and I need to catch up because my homie tells me every week, oh bro, this shit going crazy. I need to read it too. I need to like read it from, so I need to catch up on the anime and then probably just read it from that point on, and I'll reread it at a later date. Not like a super later date, but like just at a later date in general. Because rereading One Piece, when first of all, I was watching it since a kid, then I restarted it at my senior year of high school, and it took me like that entire summer to catch up. That entire summer and then some to catch up. So we have volume 94, which is and another thing I love about One Piece is that they have the arcs on the side of the book, so you literally cannot be confused about what you're reading. This is volume 94. This is Wano part 5. Then we have 96. I had to get this, bro, because like look at Shanks. That boy Shanks is in the wrong. That boy Shanks is in the cut. Blackbeard is on demon shit. You just got all the Yonko on the cover and you got Luffy in the middle of them. Is this the volume where no. I'm capping. I was gonna say, is this the volume where Luffy gets like called the 5th Yonko? That was back in Whole Cake. That was at the end of Whole Cake, so I'm capping. Then we have volume 96. Very nice cover. And it's like there's just so many characters in One Piece now that it's just like every cover just has to have like dummy characters on it at this point. And I like how we have young Blackbeard, young Jozu, young Rayleigh. We got damn, I almost called him Kinemon. We got Kozuki Oden here. I just love to see all the big bodies of the series now, just like young as fuck. And then Whitebeard up there on his young god shit. And that boy Roger on some god shit, bro. And then we have volume 97, which is showing the Toby Roppo and then showing like Kid, Luffy, and Law, which kind of like showcases that these guys are like the next generation up. They're the next Yonko. Don't sleep on them. They are the next Yonko and they are coming for your head, bro. But that's my entire manga collection. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I actually enjoyed just kind of like talking about this like quite a bit. Like and it's literally anime viewers, manga readers, you know the feeling when you just get to talk about something that you love. And anybody passionate about anything, really, you know that sensation you get when you get to talk about something that you love and just kind of talk about it. Black Clover opening, nice. You know the sensation you get when you get to talk about something on end. Did you know that talking about something that you like or talking about yourself lights up the reward center of the brain? So definitely I had fun making this video. If you guys liked it, leave a like down below. If you want to subscribe, hit that notification bell so you can get notified when I drop more content. I'm talking fast now because my battery's about to die. Also, you can comment down below, let me know what you want to see. Let me know about your manga collection, and I'll leave my Discord down below, Deadman's Paradise. But thank you guys for watching. I will definitely have more content from there on. And once again, appreciate you guys for giving me a watch.